triggered, 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 triggered. I am triggered, cousin. I'm triggered. What am I talking about? Ladies who list Atlanta. Okay, I am triggered. First of all, I wasn't sure I was going to watch it because I was trying to figure out, is this another group of angry black women fighting each other, cussing and quarreling and going on? And so I watched the first minutes or two, and then, I should have probably put a better picture up here of Robin and Crystal and Robin, and they was going at it. And then, these Laquina, Lakata, Laquinda, and all these Lacuna names. And you know how I feel about names, honey. Please don't make it difficult, honey. Make it so that I can pronounce it and spell it out according to the dictionary. Okay. So, I wasn't sure if I was going to watch it. Okay. And so I was about to click off, and something hit me. You know what it is that hit me? It was like black women have so much unresolved, unhealed, no, so much trauma that has not been addressed. Okay. And then that's why I said, well, let me watch this a little while. Okay. So I'm triggered, and I'm going to tell you about all the different sex series parts of it that I'm triggered about. I'm not going to do all of them tonight, but I'm just going to tell you about this one. So this is Robin, right? She is the oldest one. I don't know if she's about 60 or something. Maybe she's about 55, 60. I don't know how old she is, but she is the oldest of the bunch. Okay. Robin and Crystal. This is Crystal. She's a lawyer. I don't know how old she's, 35, 40. I don't know. Okay. And so Robin decided that she wanted to build a group of professional black women who's in real estate, and they're going to do their own thing. Crystal is a lawyer, she's a broker, and they can come together as a group of black women and having their own group, and we going to do this thing together. Okay, fine. So then they did a closing, and with some group, that couple that's on YouTube, and all I was kept wondering, they're buying a house together, is they married? Because I don't see no ring on no finger. Okay, I didn't hear no missus, no mister, nothing. But anyways, girl, Crystal goes on to say to Robin, after they closed this $500,000 house, and a lot of people's like really happy about it, but I'm like, I guess it's a big thing because my neighborhood house is $500,000. Mine is not. Okay. My house might be now worth, after almost 10 years. Okay. Poof, poof. Okay. Poof, poof. My house is probably worth $500,000. Damn it, I need to sell it now. Mike, we need to sell this house. Okay, it's worth $500,000. My neighbors bought 2 years ago, and their house was $500,000. Anyways, girl, across the streets bought 2 years ago, and theirs was $500,000, girl. Poof, 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 poof. Anyways, girl. So Crystal goes on to tell Robin that she doesn't play well in the sandbox. And I was like, I felt a type of way of her saying that. But anyways, girl, Robin goes off on Crystal, and Crystal keeps saying, you're triggered. And Robin is standing upside like, triggered, and what you mean I'm triggered, and so Robin feel like Crystal is doing her in. Okay, that's not the part that kind of got me, start itching. So then the ladies, they went and talked and comes to the meeting. Don't worry about the story. I'm gonna go back and tell you the whole story, not today, but I just want to tell you what got me triggered. Okay. So Robin and the girls meet, and there's Tiffany, Kiara, Crystal, Kiana, Tequila, Pekina, and Frequina. Okay. And so they're talking, and one lady said, well, I have a problem with you. I think that's Kiana. And said, last year, I was trying to move my realtor files from another company, and I just need a holding station for a minute. And you was trying to charge me $500 per file, and I had 25 files, and I think that would have been $13,000. Now, I felt some kind of way to her, but I'm going to come back, and I'm going to talk about that. Okay. So then Kiara, the youngest one, started saying, well, I have an issue with you too because you unfollowed me, and said Crystal and Robin started unfollowing her right around the same time. Robin wanted to discount the fight. Okay. I mean, I guess y'all okay. Well, what about it? It's like that's how she was with Kiana. I think Kiana is the one with the realtor. And she was like, okay. And then her and the young girl got into it, and Kiara said, "That's how y'all old people be," or something like that. Now, a lot of older women was triggered. I wasn't triggered about that because I was in the church. I am in the church, and a lot of the older preachers, they have issues with the younger preachers that's coming up. That's why I cut off a lot of those people. Once I got married, I cut out. Even before I got married, I cut off a lot of old church folks and preachers I used to hang with. So I definitely understand it. Okay, so then now with the continue with the Kiana and the Robin situation. Robin is gonna say it's mental health issues. Okay, she had mental health. I'm gonna come back and talk about that because this is my problem with people who want to blame their behavior on mental health. Now we all have people in our family who has mental health issues. I have a youngest uncle who has mental health issues. I mean, serious mental health issues. I'll talk about that when I come back and talk about why I was triggered. But my problem with a lot of people with mental health is you want to blame mental health. And I'm like, well, what are you doing about your mental health? If you knew it's mental health, baby, did you get you some help? Did you get a counselor, a life therapist, a life coach, or whatever? Anyways, so Kiana and Robin got into it. Not Kiana, Kiara and Robin got into it, and she got up and she started talking. And Crystal kept saying, "You're triggered. You're triggered." And all of a sudden I started to, "You're triggered. You're triggered." And I'm like, why does she keep saying you're triggered? If somebody is triggered, why do you keep, this is why I'm wearing my keep calm shirt, okay? Why do you keep talking about your trigger? Don't you think that's going to cause them to go off enough? Which is another problem I have with Robin with your mental health issues. If you know you have mental health issues, what have you done to cope? Coping mechanism. Now, Crystal, you know your friend got mental health issues. Why didn't you say to her, Robin, come on, let's take a walk and go over here? No, she's over here. You're triggered. You're triggered. And I can't get the clip because, I watch it on demand and I can't rewind. You're triggered. You're triggered. So then Crystal finally got up, come over there by Robin, and talk about her, she's triggered and sitting between Robin and pushing Kiara over. And Crystal kept saying to Robin, "You're triggered, okay?" And then Robin says, "What do you mean? She said this to me. You didn't say nothing to her." And Robin told Crystal, "Go on back over there, sit down." Crystal sat down, right? And so Robin keeps going at it. And then Robin started to hit Crystal's hand. Now, Crystal is the lawyer. She could sue her, okay? Now, I got a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I'm going to come back and talk about that. Robin, why are you hitting this late? Now, I totally agree. I feel it for myself that Crystal should not be saying you're triggered. And my husband like to tell my little boy, be calm or something. Don't do that because I'm getting upset with you. Keep saying, I just keep calm. Okay, or calm down or something. Crystal, I'm taking my socks off. As a professional woman and as a lawyer, if you know your friend has mental health issues, it's been COVID. A lot of people have mental health issues and you have to find ways to cope. Now, I would say I'm in a very good space mentally. Okay. We have a marriage counselor. We can call him, text him, and talk to him about everything. COVID has caused a lot of people to be depressed because you can't see people, be around people. Not me, honey. I love to be home. I love being home with my family. I love being with my kids. I love being with my husband. It's nothing for me to be at home. I could be in the house for a month and don't come out unless I need something. Okay. So it didn't bother me in that you can't be around people and all of that stuff. That's not my issue. But I do know that because of COVID, a lot of people are struggling with, feeling depressed and stuff like that. And I was triggered. Now, let me tell you what Miss Crystal is doing, girl. She gonna post on Twitter or on Instagram, talk about not easily triggered, and is telling people to go pick up her shirt because you should not be easily triggered, and a part of it is going to be therapy. And the way she said it is basically she's saying Robin is not taking responsibility for her mental health. Now, I might be able to 50-50 agree, because Robin, let's say Robin is 50, she ain't 40, because I'm 44. Okay, I think I'm 44. Let's say Robin is 50 and you know you have mental health issue, Robin. What have you done about it, and what are your coping mechanisms? I would like to see Crystal, the lawyer, the professional lawyer, educated woman, to stop saying to Robin that she's triggered, because that's not the same thing. First time Crystal is telling Robin that she is triggered because after they sold the house to the YouTube couple, that I don't know if they're married, buying a house together, she said it to Robin that you are triggered. And Robin threatened to come across the desk and throw a little wine in her face. I got a problem with that, Robin, because again, not only do you have mental health issues, but apparently you have anger issues, because I ain't never threatened to throw no drink in no. I mean, those are fighting words, girl. Those are, you need to go see a doctor and get you some medicine if you are threatened. Go to. Is there an angry anonymous something? So I'm triggered. I am triggered because Crystal kept saying, "You're triggered. You're triggered. You're triggered." I have to try to find a picture of her. You're triggered. You're triggered. And I'm like, you need to stop saying that. That's not helping her by telling her that she's triggered. So you know what? This season, if I do decide to watch, you know I'm gonna start every video off with I'm triggered. Because season episode 1 and 2, I'm triggered. These crazy people doing all this crazy stuff. I'm gonna come back and talk about some other stuff about why I'm triggered. Because watching this whole show has triggered me. And like I said, I was gonna stop, but then it's like the Lord spoke to me or dropped something in my spirit. And what I saw was a lot of unresolved trauma that Black women have, that we have gone unaddressed, no help. I'm gonna come back and talk about the other girl. Is it Tiffany? Her. Anyways, girl, tell me what y'all think. Now, I'm not excusing Rob. I'm gonna come back and talk about those 25 files. That's that. This is only about Crystal saying that Robin is triggered. And as a professional woman, don't you think that keep saying that is going to cause her to be more, you know, going on and on? If that's your friend, shouldn't you help your friend calm down? Like if I see somebody, if that's my friend, like I know my girl Sandy. Sandy crazy. Okay, I love her, but she's crazy. Okay. If I see her start going with somebody, be like, come on, Sandy, let's go. I've done that. I've done that for people at the job. Girl, come on, let's go for a walk. Come on, honey. You got, and this is me. Girl, come on, let's go outside. You got kids to feed, girl. You can't go to jail. You can't lose this job. Come on, let's go for a walk. And then we'll go outside and walk around the block and go back upstairs the other side. Okay, so if that's your friend, shouldn't you be helping your friend not be triggered, Crystal? I got so many questions, girls. I got to go. Remember to show me love. This is allegedly Janice. I still need 100 subscribers to get this channel approved. Come on, y'all. What y'all doing? Help me to get to 100 subscribers. Show me love with my book on Amazon. Available on Amazon. Take the cookie off the table. We're going to come back and talk about this one, okay? Girl buying a house with a boyfriend child. Who does that? All right. I love you. I love you. I love you. Let me know what you think about. I'm triggered. As a matter of fact, I'm about to email my designer and say, make me a shirt. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Okay. Love you. Bye.